Hello and welcome to Security Matters. It's a program that keeps you abreast with the operational activities of the Nigerian military and its sister service. I am Kike Lomo Okere. The Nigerian Air Force, under the Operation Fasanyama Sector 1, carried out series of precision airstrike from 24th to 26th of June 2025 in support of ground troops, targeting terrorists behind recent attack in Niger State. In a statement by the Director of Public Relations and Information, Air Commodore Ehimeme Ejodami, reveals that on the 26th of June 2025, following credible intelligence with interagency and inter-service cooperation, the Nigerian Air Force identified terrorist activities involving attacks and cattle rustling in Kakikun and Kumbashi community, swiftly deploying air assets. The air component executed multiple waves of precision strike that neutralized scores of terrorists, destroyed their logistic and disrupted regrouping effort. The operation demonstrated NAV's professionalism, rapid response capability, and strong coordination with ground forces and other agencies. The Nigerian Air Force says it remains resolute, committed to protecting the lives and property of all Nigerians and ensuring lasting peace across the country. Troops of Operation Fasanyama, in conjunction with hybrid forces supported by air components and other security agencies, conducted an intelligence-led operation last week, during which they engaged bandits and fleeing terrorists. During the encounter, a notorious terrorist kingpin known as Yellow Dambokolo, who for years have devastated residents of Eastern Sokoto, suffered serious gunshot wound. He subsequently died from the injuries sustained during the fierce battle with the troops. In a statement signed by the Director of Defense Media Operation, Major General Marcus Kenge, reveals that it is believed that Yellow Dambokolo was much more dreaded than Bello Tsuji as he masterminded the December 2021 arson on travelers in Shinkafi local government area of Zamfara State, during which all passengers were burnt to death. In order to sustain his cruelty and heinous activities, Dambokolo lived on endless bouts of pentacotine. The troops of Operation Fasanyama are on the hunt for Bello Tsuji, who has been in hiding. The Armed Forces of Nigeria says it's committed to restoring normalcy in all parts of the country and therefore calls on the cooperation of all Nigerians in this drive below to eliminate Yellow Daniel Dambokolo. The Nigerian Police Force has arrested 26 suspects for alleged involvement in the at Yelwata community in Benue State. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, made this known while addressing journalists in Abuja. Let's take a look at the report. While addressing journalists in Abuja, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, says 47 villagers were killed, 2 attackers were killed by the police, and over 100 others were displaced. He pointed out that majority of the suspects were arrested on June 22, 2025. The Inspector General of Police also revealed that 22 suspects have been arrested for killing 12 travelers in Plateau State, while 5 persons have been arrested for killing 2 persons in Benue State this week.
On June 13, 2025, between the hours of 20:30 hours and 0200 hours, armed militias invaded the Yelwata community in Guma local government area of Benue State, killing and maiming any soul on sight. The invaders rampaged and pillaged the community, setting several houses ablaze and maliciously destroying other properties and people's means of livelihood. It was a coordinated attack of terror against the community. In this senseless and barbaric attack, 47 persons were confirmed killed, 27 persons sustained various degrees of injuries, while hundreds others have been displaced but not dead. The police and other security agencies responded with adequate deployment of personnel and resources, including deployment of tactical units and special forces to restore confidence in the affected community and neighboring communities. Also immediately deployed were detectives from our intelligence response team, who swung into action, launching a manhunt for the perpetrators of the heinous crime. I am pleased to inform you today that 26 persons directly connected to this crime have so far been arrested and their weapons recovered. On 19th June 2025, 2 prime suspects who were masterminds of this attack were apprehended from their hideout. This arrest led to the arrest of 7 other suspects the following day, 20/06/2025. They were picked up from various locations where they had fled, hoping to evade justice. On 21st June, another key suspect, in whose house the initial meeting to plan the attack was held, was arrested. On 22nd June, a major breakthrough was recorded with the arrest of 18 other suspects who directly took part in the killings. And on 23rd June, our detectives recovered 2 general-purpose machine guns and 8 AK-47 rifles, which were part of the weapons used during the attack. All 28 suspects are currently in custody and have voluntarily confessed to their individual and collective roles in this incident. As I speak, legal proceedings are being finalized and they will be arraigned in court without delay. We will go after anyone, planner or executor, who attacks any community in Nigeria. We will leave no stone unturned until every single individual responsible for the killing of innocent Nigerians is arrested and brought to justice. Similarly, on the 22nd June 2025, a heartbreaking incident occurred in Mangu local government area of Plateau State, where a bus conveying passengers from Zaria was stopped and attacked by a mob. Tragically, 9 of the passengers were murdered and 3 sustained injuries before our teams could intervene and rescue the remaining 22 victims.
While decrying the trends of reprisal attack in the country, the police boss says the police will leave no stone unturned to arrest perpetrators. It therefore called on Nigerians to reject violence and embrace peace, regardless of ethnic or religious affiliation. Kike Lomo Okeri, Global Television News.
22 suspects have also been arrested in connection with this gruesome act of mob violence. They too will face the full wrath of the law in court. Again, yesterday, 23rd, this is not who we are. Violence is not the answer. I call on all Nigerians, regardless of religion, ethnicity, or background, to choose peace, embrace dialogue, and work together for the unity and prosperity of our country. I call on all communities across Nigeria to remain law-abiding, vigilant, and cooperative. The security agents deployed to your communities are there to protect you. Work with them, share information, stay calm. Together, we will overcome these dark forces. I must acknowledge that the breakthroughs we have recorded, both in Benue and Plateau states, would not have been possible without the strong collaboration and synergy with all security agencies. The Nigerian police force continues to work hand in hand with the military, DSS, NSCDC, and other partners in the pursuit of one common goal: to safeguard the lives and property of every Nigerian citizen. Our commitment to interagency cooperation remains firm and unshaken. I wish to thank Mr. President for providing the required support that facilitated the speedy arrest of the perpetrators of the Benue and Plateau massacre. Finally, I thank the Nigerian people for their continued cooperation. Your support strengthens our resolve. As we move forward, we appeal for even greater collaboration as we work tirelessly to rebuild trust, restore order, and ensure lasting peace across our dear country. Let the world know that Nigeria will not bow to terror. Our people will not be silenced by fear. We are not helpless. Nigeria is not hopeless. These criminals may have struck, but we will strike back with the full force of the law. We are not retreating, we are advancing. And we will not stop until every Nigerian can sleep with both eyes closed. The Nigerian police force will continue to work with other security agencies and indeed with all law-abiding citizens of this great country to hunt down every perpetrator of violence against our people, wherever they may be hiding. There is no hiding place, not in Benue, not in Plateau, not anywhere in this country.
The arrest is coming barely a week after President Bola Tinubu directed the immediate arrest of the killers elders who perpetrated the heinous killings of over 100 people in Yelwata community in Benue State. All right, let's take a quick short break. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Stay with us. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, it's Security Matters, the program that highlights the activities of the Nigerian military and its sister service. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has reaffirmed the commitment of the Nigerian Armed Forces to work closely with traditional rulers to restore lasting peace in Benue State and the surrounding region. General Musa emphasized that the military cannot achieve sustainable peace alone without the cooperation and support of the local leaders and community. Let's take a look at the report.
After a closed-door meeting with the Tortiv, His Royal Majesty Ochivili, Professor James Ayetse, the Ochi Idoma, His Royal Majesty Dr. John Eliego, and other traditional rulers, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, explained that the meeting has created a genuine platform for collaboration, allowing all stakeholders to approach the issue of insecurity with sincerity and unity of purpose. The Chief of Defense Staff also disclosed that additional troops have been deployed to affected communities, particularly Yelewata, to ensure the safe return of displaced persons to their ancestral homes.
Now, the challenges are those bearing arms. I want to use this medium to also warn my own personnel. I've had reasons, people mentioning that they said they were not told to attack criminals. I said no. Once a military man is deployed in any location, he is duty bound to protect himself, protect his colleague, and protect the communities he is there. He doesn't need any other issue. Anybody that is seen to be carrying arms illegally should be arrested, and if he proves wants to take his shot, he should be shot. That is the mandate, and we're hell-bent on making sure that there is peace in Benue. We have done it elsewhere. We want to replicate the same, and I'm happy that everybody that spoke freely and spoke sincerely on the need for us to work together as a team. So anybody that is a criminal, we're going to go after him, whether he is from the community or from outside. This is what we are standing for. This is what we are, and what we have discussed here, we'll go back and meet Mr. President and convey same to him, and he will give that, because some of the solutions cannot be provided by the members of the military. It must be political and it must come from the top.
His Royal Majesty Ochivili, Professor James Ayetse, stated that security agencies are gaining control over criminal elements in the region. He warned that anyone involved in the crime within his domain, regardless of status, will face the full wrath of the law.
Confirm that sense is coming. After the first meeting, we have seen a lot of changes, positive changes. And he's meeting us the second time, and I believe that this will go a long way in addressing the security challenges we are facing in Benue State. So anybody in our domain that is involved in criminal activities, the security agencies should deal with that person.
On his path, the Ochi Idoma, His Royal Majesty Dr. John Eliego, reiterated the firm stance of traditional institutions in Benue against violent militia. He appealed to armed herdsmen to vacate Benue lands to enable farmers return to their fields and reclaim the state's identity as the food basket of the nation.
We're not telling them to go, not all the Fulani that we asked them to go. Those are headers, those who are terrorizing, killing, mailing, and raping, grabbing. These are the people that we are telling them to leave our land. If there is no food, can you survive? And we are the food basket of the nation. They have turned it to us to another thing entirely, and that is why we are telling them, go. If you want to come to our land, do the proper thing, but we will profiling you, identify where you are coming from, and how long are you going to stay here? And that is what we are talking about, and we stand by what we said.
The meeting is aimed at strengthening security of lives and properties and enhancing peace-building advocacy in the state. As consultations with stakeholders and security agencies continue, the people of Benue State remain hopeful that peace will soon return to their land.
The ongoing crackdown against oil theft, pipeline vandalism, and associated crime in the Niger Delta region have been progressing, with the troops effectively denying criminal elements freedom of action. This was evident in the operations conducted with other security agencies between 9 to 29th of June 2025, which resulted in a successful deactivation of 23 illegal refining sites, arrest of 46 suspected oil thieves and associated criminals, as well as recovery of 30,000 liters of stolen products across the region. In a statement signed by the Acting Deputy Director, 6th Division, Army Public Relations, Lieutenant Colonel Danjuma Jonah Danjuma, reveals that in Bayelsa State, around Beseni Community, Adibawa in Yenogwa local government area, 9 big pots, 16 drums, pots, 4 receiver, 4 drums, coolant were destroyed, with over 6,000 liters of stolen crude recovered. Troops also apprehended 2 suspected criminals in possession of 2 locally fabricated pistols with 9 mm round at Otoeke in Ogbia local government area. While in River State, around kilometer 45 general area in Dengama local government area, 6 illegal refining sites were uncovered with over 5,000 liters of stolen crude oil confiscated. Additionally, at Kula 1 general area in Akuku Toro local government area, an illegal refining site was taken out with 4 cooking ovens, 4 receiver, and 4 drums filled with 2,500 liters of stolen automotive gas oil handled appropriately. 4 suspected oil thieves were arrested in connection to the malfeasance. Also, clearance operation conducted along the Imo River led to the destruction of 6 illegal refining sites, 32 drum ports, 9 drum receiver, 10 sacks with over 2,000 liters of crude oil recovered around Obuzo and Okoloma general area in Ukwa West and Oyigbo local government area of Abia and River State respectively. Similarly, in Akwa Ibom, troops raided a warehouse at Ukufana local government area where 131 nylon bags filled with over 3,930 liters of stolen products were recovered. Relatedly, at Elbuhu area local government area in Umbo, troops intercepted 730 liters jerrycans filled with over 300 liters of illegal refining refining. Meanwhile, in Delta State at Kwale in Udoka East local government area, troops discovered a stored at a tanker park along Asaba Expressway where 150 sacks filled with over 33,000 liters of stolen crude oil. Troops also intercepted a vacuum truck with registration number Delta LEH167SP loaded with stolen crude at Yanga Market Road in Isoko North local government area. The driver abandoned the vehicle and fled. Troops of Operation Adinkai and multinational Joint Task Force, in conjunction with hybrid forces and other security agencies, in their determination to clear remnants of Boko Haram and ISWAP terrorists from their enclave in Lake Chad Basin, brazenly conducted sustained clearance operation in the southern Lake Chad Basin and killed 10 terrorists during a fierce encounter along road Ban Gomboru Ngala axis close to Nigeria-Cameroon border. The encounter occurred during a combined operation strategically designed and executed to flush out remnants of Boko Haram ISWAP terrorists operating within the border communities. The troops, acting on credible intelligence, masterfully stormed the terrorist hideout between Ran and Gomboru, resulting in an intense gun battle where 10 terrorists met their Waterloo. As a result of superior gunfire of the gallant troop, after the firefight, huge cache of arms and ammunition were recovered from the scene, including some quantity of anti-craft ammunition. The operation was part of the broader strategy to dominate the southern Lake Chad axis and prevent cross-border movement of Boko Haram ISWAP terrorists. The recovered weapons are undergoing further technical analysis, while search efforts are ongoing to locate possible escapee and other terrorists hideouts in the area. The Armed Forces of Nigeria, in collaboration with the Multinational Joint Task Force, hybrid forces and other security agencies, have intensified operational tempo in the Lake Chad Basin and other parts of the northern Borno in order to eliminate the remnants of Boko Haram ISWAP in the region. All right, this is where we draw the curtain on security matters today. Join me again next week on Global Television, channel 365 on DSTV and 276 on Star Time. To stay connected, kindly follow us on all our social media platforms at Global TV NG and on our website, globaltvabuja.com. Till I come your way again, I am Kike Lomo Okeri. I celebrate you all.